Hi, everyone. My name is Cody Wilbert from URL Insurance Group. Thank you so much for joining us today, as we know you are busy and we appreciate your time and giving us a little bit of that during your day. Thank you to LifeMark for allowing URL to be an approved IMO and for allowing us to host a webinar today to let agents know URL and the partnership that we offer. A partnership that is becoming more and more rare these days, in my opinion, as we see IMOs get larger and larger, selling out often, and often giving service to different people each time you call in. You're getting a different person. You're also getting different service each time you call. Some of these carriers, wait times, hold times, service times are getting longer. Well, I'm here to tell you at URL, we offer a boutique approach to helping our agents, and that's getting hands-on experience with our reliable servicing from soup to nuts on as little or as much as you need to become a successful agent. So let me tell you a little bit more here today about URL. So with URL, we are in the people business. We are founded in 1986 out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where we operate still today. We are independent ownership. We are family operated, which I'll introduce you to in a second, but we are second generation family owned business. We have hands-on, reliable service and an interactive staff, which I will let you know a little bit more about in a few slides, as well as our website and technology approach. Our full service brokerage, and the reason that we come out and say full service brokerage is I think it makes us very unique here at URL. We offer life, annuities, health, Medicare, disability income, long-term care, and employee benefits. So really, when you're working with URL, you really are giving full service to your clients. And that's something that we take a lot of pride in, and a lot of pride in helping our agents cross-sell in those different areas and make you a better agent in those areas. Again, we have ongoing training to help you grow your business. We also send out training schedules every single Monday, letting you know our upcoming webinars, trainings, and other activities that you can join in on. Gemini and Orion, I will talk a little bit about that. Christy we'll also get some time to talk about the Orion at the end as well. But Gemini is really an elite partnership program for insurance professionals that are working with URL. You do have your full servicing contracts through URL, but we have different partnerships, bonuses, trips, etc., that we offer through that elite program. Our Orion department is a formal referral program service that we offer with a compensation share to help our agents better service their clients in areas that they may not feel comfortable in. Again, that is an area we'll touch on a little bit more here shortly. But as we get into our staff, so who are we here at URL Insurance Group? Here's some of our executive and leadership team. Ken Clemens, our CEO, and his brother, Steve Clemens, who is joining our call today, is the president and also president of Life and Annuities. Jim McDaniel is our senior vice president and also heads our marketing and technology. And then Christy Wilbert, who I also have on the call today, is our senior vice president and also in charge of our Medicare offerings department. So a little deeper dive into the life and annuity department itself. Here's some of our staff. So Steve Clemens, as I mentioned to you earlier, who heads our department, is the president at URL, has over 23 years of experience, and is really in the linked benefit life LTCI plans. Matt Alina is our final expense manager. You'll see him here in our bottom left-hand side. Matt has been with URL as well for 23 years and is a final expense specialist for us. He does a lot with product specialty, underwriting, and marketing support, does some with disability income as well. You'll see myself in the upper right-hand corner. I work primarily with annuities. I've been with URL for 8 years now. I also do a lot with product, underwriting, marketing support for you. I'll do anything with helping with case building, software support, with fixed indexed annuities. And then Jason Collins in the bottom right-hand corner there. I have a single premium life specialist. He's actually kind of our Swiss Army knife of our team. He does a little bit of annuities, life, single premium life as well. And Jason has over 8 years of experience there. You know, what I really hit on and I like to really let folks know is, you know, as I mentioned earlier, you might call in and get a bunch of different reps with some of these larger IMOs. You're going to work with this team a lot. And that's why I put it up here, because there's over 60 years of experience right there on that page. And I would guarantee 95% of the time you call, you're going to speak to one of us four folks when you get into the life or the annuity department. And if it is not us, you're then going to work with some of our new business specialists, who I'm even more proud to tell you has even more experience in offering about 65 years of experience between the three of them. So Rosemary Evans and Rachel Patton, who you'll see here on the left side, are actually part of our life team. They split our alphabet. So you will see our agents M through Z work with Rachel, and our agents working A through L will work with Rosemary Evans. On our annuity side, servicing agents will be Maria Adams. She does scrub applications, give you status on your new business, and will also help with any type of quoting support that you would need whatsoever. But to me, it's really important to shine on how much experience is there. And I can put on a slide 60 some years of experience. I'm very proud to put that on there. So I like calling that out and kind of alluding to that a little bit more. So let's talk a little bit more about some of our life and annuity services. So that gets into the personalized case and illustration building. Steve and I have a lot of experience with agents calling in, who might not have a ton of experience with the product that they're offering, but they recognize the opportunity that they have. They use us to do a lot more case building, illustration building, and make them better experts on the products that they're offering at that point, or products that they're just really not as familiar with. Same thing goes with application building and scrubbing. That's what makes us unique. And some of that boutique experience I explained earlier is we can be hands-on with your applications. You can send them to us. We can scrub them. We can get back to you, have that back and forth interaction before you're sending them to the carrier, get you more in good status applications going through the system, and help you become a little bit more efficient in that way. Specialized marketing assistance, template creation. We have a lot of good pieces from our marketing department on our website as well too. I know Steve will get a little bit more into our website when he gets on here and tell you a little bit more about those. But on there, you'll also find our software to help you as well. We have many pieces of software, whether it's quoting tools, going out and completing applications through there. We have a couple recommendation tools you can use there too, RMD calculators, things like that you can use. In addition to that, we really wanted to focus first on annuity products. So what I wanted to do was kind of talk about what do we offer here at URL. We offer safe investment products. That's how I always like to first bring it up and first kind of let folks know what we offer. These are traditional fixed and fixed indexed annuities. I also put single premium life in there as well too. To me, that's important, and also kind of slides in that hybrid space of life and annuity. So it really has a nice fit for us there. But with our traditional fixed annuities that you see there, you can get 1 to 10 years of guaranteed fixed interest rates for your clients. These are things that are very comparable to your bank CDs that you see out there. Right now, we're floating rates right around 5.8%, 5.5% in that area from the 5 to 7 year range that you're looking at. These are guaranteed each and every year. I'm finding that a very popular use of these is stopgaps, of folks who are looking for income, maybe to defer Social Security, something along those lines that they're using, or just simply for a good investment tool for compound interest growth that they're getting out of there. I marked that we have software help, which is Annuity Rate Watch. I'll get into here in just a little, but is a very good tool that you can use to help make you better informed current rates that are out there when you're sitting with your clients. Some of the fixed indexed annuities that we have are anywhere from 3 years to 14 years. In Pennsylvania, you'll find those kind of capped at 10 years, but we do offer indexed annuities up to 14-year terms. What you'll find there is really just the diversity of indexes that you're able to offer. You'll find bonuses. Right now, we have some that are up to 12%. Those are initial first day bonuses for your client, completely safe money. We also have good 1-year fixed options. So we're seeing agents go out there and use these big bonuses and pairing them with a fixed option in the first year to really, really boost a client's, retirement account. Maybe they've lost a little bit in the investment that they currently have that you're recouping a little bit back from, or recouping a surrender charge period. Again, there's some unique indexing options that you'll see there. Some that really jump out to me that I think have kind of changed in the past maybe 18 to 24 months are some of these performance triggers. What they are indexing options that you can get that as long as the market is even or has any gain whatsoever, you can get full cap rates. And these are full cap rates at 8-9% that you can give to your client for little to no market movement whatsoever. So they're kind of exciting indexing strategies that you're starting to see a little bit more on the fixed indexed annuity side, and as well as just some buy-up indexing. So Some folks on the call here will be familiar with that. You put a little bit more in for a fee that you'll be paying to the company, but get a little bit higher rates that you'll be able to offer. Again, biggest takeaway from some of the products on this page right here is the full market protection. You gain in the gains with these products and you don't lose in the losses of the market. So those are really the big sellers for us. But benefits like income, nursing home, death benefits, these can all be added to these products to really boost them or make them super unique to fit your client's needs a little bit more. Why sell some of these annuities? I have some points here, but market protection, as I alluded to, guarantees that you can give your clients, bonuses, tax deferrals, competitive commission rates, diversify your client's portfolio. Yes, we know as they get older, it's better to start to diversify and weigh that scale a little bit more towards safe investments. So it's good to diversify that portfolio with some of these products. Managing the retirement phase, getting them in a little bit more of safety, and then giving them guaranteed paychecks. Who doesn't like to continue to get a guaranteed paycheck after they retire? That's a huge tool that you can use through some of our fixed indexed annuities to really, kind of pay that client, or they're used to receiving paychecks. So why not continue to keep giving them one based off of their retirement account? Here's some of those top reports, customized marketing that you can get. I alluded to Annuity Rate Watch earlier. These are reports that you can drive straight off of there. You can get top income reports, meaning guaranteed income figures you can take to your client, deliver to your client with your name, your company on the top of these reports. Also to the right is a list of our MYGA products. You can go on there at any point, log on and search for any MYGA product in the state that you are in, the premium you are looking for, and the age of your client. Those are the only three pieces of information you would need, and it will give you a full list of anything that URL has to offer and our top rates that we have out there for the MYGAs. I bring this to almost every appointment that I go to, as I feel that the conversation is always shifting and changing, and you can be a specialist on anywhere from 1 year to 10 years of guaranteed rates with this report here. So it's very nice to just carry along and have easy access to. Finally, I'll put out here that there are top reports and customized marketing that you can get. We have some really, really nice flyers, customized letters, recommendation forms, and other pieces that you can use. These are pieces that are easily put in email. They're pieces that are easily put on social media for you, but they're pieces that we can help get you more exposure to some of these products and help you write more annuities in your business. So with that being said, I do want to hand it over to Steve, talk a little bit about the life portion of it. Steve, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate that.
Cody, thank you. And thank you everybody for taking time out of your day to spend with us here at URL. We truly appreciate it. And as Cody mentioned, I'm president here at URL Insurance Group. My focus is on the life insurance, disability, and long-term care side of the business. So when you call my direct line, that's where I'll be able to help you best, is on life, DI, and long-term care. So at URL, for life and disability, on the life side, we're obviously offering term, which starts at annually renewable term with certain carriers, to a 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and even now we have a 35 and 40-year level term period. So those can be run depending on your client's age, obviously. There's return of premium term, which does what it says. If you live to the end of your 20, 25, or 30-year term plan, your clients get their money back. But in some cases, with some of our return of premium carriers, they also have a second option where they can get not only their money back, but instead of their money back, they can get a paid up life insurance policy. So if your client had a $500,000 or $1 million or $2 million term plan with a return of premium benefit, at the end of 20 or 30 years, instead of getting that premium back, the company would offer them a lower face amount, lower death benefit than they had initially, but certainly higher than their return of premium. And it would be a paid up policy. They'd pay no more premiums, and they would have coverage through age 99 guaranteed. So it's buying that term for income replacement needs, et cetera, over the course of their working years, and in their retirement years have some coverage to leave a legacy, final expense, et cetera. Fixed universal life and indexed universal life products, survivorship UL and survivorship IUL products for estate planning needs. With the sunset coming at the end of 2025, we're seeing more of those estate planning needs and life insurance once again, and those conversations happening. So we're well positioned here with those products as your clients need it with their estate planning needs. Traditional whole life, whether it be a non-participating plan or a dividend paying participating whole life policy, we offer those options for your clients. Single pay and wealth transfer life insurance plans. And for smaller policies, for final expense needs, we have guarantee issue coverage, guaranteed acceptance no matter what their health is, accidental death, and obviously disability income, not only for blue, gray collar employees, but white collar and any kind of white collar profession, from professionals to doctors, dentists, etc. And then the long-term care solutions, while we still write traditional long-term care policies, the linked life or linked annuity benefits are becoming more and more popular, as well as now having an option for guaranteed acceptance in the long-term care space. So we can do those on a continuous pay, depending on the type of policy, a continuous pay, single pay, 5 pay, 10 pay, 20 pay, etc. So the reason why we see life insurance sales by LIMRA statistics, the top 5 reasons people are purchasing life insurance today is: number 1, to cover final expenses; number 2, to replace income; 3, for wealth transfer needs; 4, to pay off debt and mortgages; and 5, to supplement retirement. So all of the products here at URL and carriers we represent will certainly help in all of those strategies. One of the alarming statistics that LIMRA puts out is that people are truly not financially prepared for the death of a primary wage earner. While many of you are doing an incredible job on building for retirement and protecting their retirement when they get there, we can't forget about the life insurance side, about protecting them financially while they're still earning their wages through until retirement. So this is the timeline that someone would feel the financial impact upon a primary wage earner's death. 10% of American homes would feel that impact within 1 week. 44% would feel the stress of that impact within 6 months, and 17% just don't know. So over half of Americans would feel that financial impact within the first 6 months of a primary wage earner's death. They just don't have enough money saved for those things. And life insurance, especially during your working years, for younger, healthier individuals, term life is a very affordable way to help with that. And only 52% of Americans currently own life insurance, and 39% of Americans intend to purchase coverage within the next year. So when you need help with your clients' life insurance needs, give us a call. As Cody said, we're a boutique shop here. We want to help you. We want to talk through those situations you have with your clients and help you with that. If it's after working hours, weekend, we have a full service website here to help you. So if we're not available, it's after hours, it's the weekend, our website's there for you 24/7. So when you go to our website, you simply would click on the agents area of the website. And if you haven't registered for it, you can register for a login and create a login. And when you go to our Life Markets area of the website, we're going to provide you many of the tools you're going to need to get a quote, to get an e-app, or get the printed forms if you prefer printed forms, and make that sale, as well as marketing materials, underwriting. Everything will be at your fingertips. So to go to the website, you can simply go under the departments heading to the drop down of Life Markets, and then you can click on quotes, forms, online applications, marketing materials, etc. If you're using our quoting portal, you can quote term life insurance. You can quote guaranteed universal life insurance, where the rates will be guaranteed for a specific time you choose. You can choose age 85, age 90, 95, age 100, age 105, age 110, age 120. You can really dial in the guarantee that your client needs for that life insurance policy. There's also ways to quote index universal life on our website. You can choose to quote an index universal life for accumulation purposes or for protection purposes. So again, that's available to you right at URL's website. From the quote, if you like the quote, your client likes the quote, you can simply click on apply right there and access either an e-application or the paper forms if you prefer to print those out right from the quoting piece. You can also click on the product name right from the quoting tool and get all of the underwriting guidelines. So if your client's kind of borderline on terms of height and weight, like I am, you're not sure if they're preferred or standard, you can click right on the product name and you can go right to their height and weight on the portal and see if your client is super preferred, standard plus, or standard. So all of that's right there available to you. We offer a lot of the same type of marketing materials and solutions on our annuity area of the website as well for marketing tools and additional assistance for you and your clients. As Cody mentioned, we send out an email every Monday regarding our upcoming training. But if you miss the email, it gets caught in your spam filter, you can always go to our website, check on our upcoming calendars of what training we're offering in which different departments. So if you need to learn something and you want to sign up for that training, please do. If you know you're going to have an appointment that day, but you want to learn more about what's at that meeting, you can always sign up. Most of those are recorded where you can go back and listen to them at your leisure. But check that out. We'll also offer customized training for you. So you can simply schedule time on our online calendar to book a time for some onboarding classes or a Teams meeting or Zoom meeting to learn more about a specific topic. And again, I mentioned we have marketing materials on both the life and annuity websites. So if you needed some different financial calculators, tools, or marketing materials or videos on buy, sell, key person, executive benefits, many different sales strategies and ideas, we have them at your fingertips on the website. And if you have something specific that you need to see, please give us a call. So I don't want you going through the website and searching forever. You can give us a call and say, yep, we have it. We'll get it over to you, email it right to you. So all of that's available here, and we hope you certainly take advantage of that. Cody did mention our Gemini Elite Agent Partnership Program. And really what that is, we call it a dynamic and multidimensional program designed to benefit and reward independent agents and agencies, P&C agents, wealth management firms who recognize the advantages associated with consolidating their insurance brokerage through URL. In a nutshell, if you enjoy working with URL and you are doing brokerage services and working with certain life and annuity carriers or Medicare carriers, and you want to consolidate that business through URL, we give incentive for you to do that. So we have quarterly bonuses, complimentary E&O coverages, complimentary CE credits we give every year, and access to URL retreats and special events. So we have a special event kind of coming up and a happy hour later this month for our Gemini Elite partners. And it's about 200 real quality agents in this network that people network with, learn from, and just have a good time with. So it's a great program. If you want more information on it, Cody, Christy, or myself would be happy to tell you more about that. With that, I will turn it over to our Senior Vice President who heads up our Medicare area of the business, Christy Wilbert.
Thank you, Steve. I first want to start out, I see there's about 10 of you on here listening with us today. There is a chat button on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. if you don't mind clicking on that. I'd love to see if you are currently writing Medicare at all, if you dabble, if you refer, what your relationship with Medicare in this industry is. If you don't mind just typing a little message in there for me to take a look at. But in the meantime, Steve, thank you so much for going over our website. Just as in life and annuities, we have a lot of good Medicare stuff out there. We do also have a quote and enrollment tool that you can use and have access to 24/7. Makes quoting and enrolling very easy online. No more paper if you don't want to use it, but we do have paper applications, of course, if you would like to. Oh, good to see two of you write it and dabble. Good. Thanks, Levi, for answering. We will start off with my department. So you will see myself there. Just to give you a little bit about my background, I started in insurance back in 2005, and it was in P&C actually. So if you are on and you were considering going into Medicare, you're not sure yet, I want to tell you right now to do it. Do it now. Do it quickly. Every agent that you ever ask that, did life insurance or did something prior and then got into Medicare, first thing they always say is, I wish I would have gotten to Medicare sooner. And I don't say that because I'm biased, but I am biased. I also work with Karen McDaniel. She's been with URL about 13 years. She does all our compliance. She keeps us on the straight and narrow. And then I have an agent support team of 3. Ben, he's been in Medicare for about 7 years. Samantha, 2. And prior to this, she was a dental hygienist, so she was in the healthcare world. And then Olivia, she's been with us almost a year, and her background is actually social media marketing, which is huge in our industry. It's becoming more and more popular with ways to get leads and interact with your clients. So her background has been very beneficial, and she's happy to talk to anybody who wants to learn more about that. And as Steve mentioned, we as well have trainings on a regular basis. If you do go to our website where he instructed you to take a look at our calendar, all of our upcoming trainings and events, in-house seminars, all that good stuff is on there. Big one I'd like to mention is our Medicare Connections Conference. That is free, and you're more than happy to attend. We usually have over 20 vendors that come. Pace, Penny, Social Security is usually there. So it's a great event, great networking. This year that will be on August 22nd, and that's at the Hershey Lodge, close to our office here in Harrisburg. Okay, so why sell Medicare? The biggest reason is opportunity, right? Everybody's always worried about leads. There's an abundance of potential clients. You have 10,000 people turning 65 and eligible for Medicare every single day. You really can't beat those numbers, right? There's necessity. So if you only have Medicare Part A and B that you get through the Social Security office, you're going to have huge room for financial risk because there are deductibles on both Part A and Part B. And not to get too into the weeds with it, we have a ton of Medicare education out there for you. But with Part A, it's a per benefit period deductible because they like to be confusing. And then on Part B, it is an annual deductible. So there are huge areas where you can have financial risk, like I mentioned. So you need to buy an additional Medicare plan through an agent. And to be honest, if somebody goes out there and tries to educate themselves, they can do that. Can they also run a quote for themselves? Absolutely. But it's not like you can with P&C. It's not like auto shopping where you can go in, look at your deck page, try to compare apples to apples and enroll yourself into a plan and feel comfortable about that. You really need to get into the nitty gritty. You need to be searching doctors, your prescriptions, all these things that an agent is trained to do and an individual is not. To go out there and enroll themselves, they could get themselves in a sticky situation. So an agent is still very much required in this line of business. And then profitability, right? Everybody, there's different reasons why you get into different lines of work. A lot of people for Medicare, it is to help the senior market because they are more apt to get taken advantage of. So teachers, educational individuals do very well in this line of business. But we also work to make money at the end of the day, right? And Medicare provides renewals. I had written down because Cody mentioned in his presentation, exact words were guaranteed paycheck. And that was for the client. You were guaranteeing the client paycheck. Well, here with Medicare, you're guaranteeing yourself a paycheck with renewals. You write a policy, you get paid for that as long as it stays on the books. And next year, when all the policies renew, you're continuing to write new business. So you're bringing in new money, but you're also getting paid on old business. So it's a really good way to continue to even double your book every year. When's the best time to start? Yesterday. I'm a yesterday girl. You should have did it already. Let's do it. Let's get started. Don't hesitate. Call me, email me right after this presentation, and let's get you going. There's a big misconception in my line of business that AEP, which is the annual enrollment period that we just had, is the time to get in the business. I strongly disagree. Okay, that is a time where you do have the opportunity to grow your book of business, but more so it's about retaining your book of business. It's to keep your clients happy. It's to make sure that you're doing annual reviews to keep them on your books. And if you get additional clients along the way because of referrals or anything else you're marketing, that's fantastic. But really, the time is now. We call it lock-in in the biz, but it's January through the end of September when you're enrolling people that are turning 65 or retiring. Believe it or not, our biggest month of enrollments is July 1st, and that's because people plan to retire in the summer months. I'm sure you might know that being financial advisors yourselves. Probably run into that a lot in July. So if you aren't selling Medicare and you're looking to get into it and you're wondering, what do I have to do to get in this line of business? Right here are your steps. And I do have a blog with more details on this exactly. But basically, step number one, it's not here, but to have your insurance license for health, to take your AHIP exam, which is a government exam. It's online. It's 5 modules. It takes you through some practice questions through each module. And then the test at the end is actually the practice questions that you answered, and it's open book. So they aren't trying to trick you or stump you. They want you to sell the product. They just want to make sure you understand what you're reading. After that, you have to get certified with the carriers and contracted. Certifications are kind of like the financial things that you have to do. I know there's some things on the carrier ends. It's just knowing your products and passing a test. They're much faster, like 15, 20 minutes. Order sales materials if you need to. Review our training library, which Steve was so nice enough to go over because we do have some great information out there for you on education. And then start marketing. And that's where we really excel and like to be hands-on with our agent partners, because you're in this business because you can sell, right? You don't need to learn how to do a sale or how to present options. You know how to do that, right? It's getting in front of the clients or getting new leads or prospects that's the hardest part. And that's really our job, to help you get in the groove of doing that and how to fish, per se. And if you already are selling Medicare, like the people that answered, thank you so much. What we are asking of you today is to test the waters with URL. Strengthen your partnership with LifeMark and use one of their endorsed IMO-FMO relationships, which would be URL, and move some contracts to us. This time of year, it is an open release policy, so you can leave whoever you're with just with a simple signature on a form and come try us out over here with new contracting. Our contracting is paperless, so once you fill out our information on Sure LC one time, all your information is saved, and it's just an easy click of the button to add new contracts. And that's for Life, Medicare Group, all the lines of business that we do here at URL. And just to talk about our Orion Client Services division a little bit, this is Kelly. She manages our team internally who does the sales on all the referrals. So we get a lot of Medicare referrals, believe it or not. You'll see there's a lot of Medicare and penny individuals listed there. And that is because our agents that do write business with us use this internal sales system the most because of their clients moving. I don't know if you all are licensed in all 50 states, but most agents are not, right? They may have 1 to 3 state licenses. And then you have a circumstance where, you know, they live in PA their whole life and they're going to move to Florida. Well, if you look, Florida license is pretty expensive to upkeep every year. So they're like, oh no, I'll just refer that client to URL. I have a great relationship with them. I know they'll take care of them and I don't need to worry about it. So we do that with all lines of business here. Not just if your client is moving out of state, but we just want to make sure that your client's coming to you, right? They're coming to you hopefully first for every line of insurance that they're thinking of possible. They're like, oh, I really love Matt. I want to work with Matt every chance I get. I'm going to reach out to him first. And you don't want to ever be the no guy. You want to be the, you know, maybe I don't specialize in that, but I do have a partner that does. I know you'll be in good hands with Steve or Cody or Kelly and her team. So that's what our Orion department is for, just to make sure that you're servicing your clients to the best of your ability and not ever turning them away or missing out on an opportunity for additional income, because we do share compensation with you, as Cody mentioned earlier in the presentation. And this is just all about our Orion program. So if you have any additional questions on how this works, or if you're interested in using it, definitely let us know.
Awesome. Thanks, Christy. I appreciate you covering that. And yes, just, you know, I'll wait here a minute for any questions. I know this is more of an informal, us kind of presenting to you guys, but if you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask. In closing, I also want to, again, thank Alex and the folks at LifeMark for giving us time and a spot today to kind of open up the awareness of our full service partnership and what we can offer here at URL. I'd like to thank agents like Joe Ferry, Sam Barber, Kim Hampton, Mike Garofalo, Devin Bourne, and others who are already using URL. These are excellent agents that if you already are partnering with them, that you should reach out to them now. Ask them how their service is with URL and ask them how it's going with URL. These are great folks that we are working with now. And again, thank you to Steve and Christy for joining me today. Appreciate you both. And again, all the agents who took time out today to join our call, thank you so much. I wish all of you the best for 2024. And I look forward to speaking with you and working with you. So thank you again.